did to directly make fuel from the sun. In fact, it's possible in principle to do 50 times better than nature did this way. Why aren't these systems everywhere? Well, there are 3 things you want, and I can give you 2 of them at any time. You want it to be stable, you want it to be efficient, and you want it to be cheap. And you get to pick 2. If you pick stable and you pick efficient, then I can't make it for cheap. If you pick stable and cheap, then it isn't efficient. And if you pick the third, you get 2 out of 3. So we know it is possible, but we don't have the pieces needed to go for the trifecta. Birds fly with feathers. 747s fly faster and don't use feathers. It's not impossible to directly make fuel from the sun. I'm now getting into, in the last 10 minutes, things that are personally in my research effort. It's also true that if you have been following the Department of Energy's Energy Innovation Hubs, where our secretary set 3 broad areas of priority of different time scales. One was a hub, $25 million a year in advanced modeling for the next generation of nuclear reactors. Next one was a hub in energy efficiency for buildings. And the third one was at the earlier stage, a hub in how do you, with no bugs and no wires, make fuel from sunlight. That was a national competition that the winners were announced. The one Fuels from Sunlight hub, I'm the PI of that. It's a Caltech Lawrence Berkeley Laboratory joint effort. We are gearing up to set up a major effort to try to make this really work. I'm really excited about doing that. So I'll tell you a little bit about what the idea is. For single band gap materials, we have the same problem. When the band gap's too low, they don't absorb much light. When the band gap's too high, they absorb a lot. So when the band gap's too high, they don't absorb much light, but they're stable. When the band gap's too low, they absorb a lot of light, but they're unstable in our case. They corrode. So silicon, when you shine light on it in water, makes a little bit of hydrogen until the silicon turns into SiO2, and that expensive crystal you used in the first place turns back into the sand from whence it came. Not good. Strontium titanate, that mineral I showed you, lasts a long time, but its band gap is in here, 3 eV, so it doesn't absorb enough of the solar spectrum. So we think the way to do this